What up? What it do? I'm Miss Indigo Blue, and I am the creator of everything inspirational, beautiful, flawless. This is how I package Ivy Flawless Hair. And for those of you who are private labeling your hair company, this tutorial is a really inexpensive way to create hang tags and bundle wraps to make your hair brand stand out amongst the rest. We are going to be using the Office Depot brand 2 inches by 4 inches shipping labels. These are in the color white. When you go to the store, it shows you the actual size of the label, and it's going to tell you right on it which Avery template you can use. So that's telling you on the Avery website which template you can use to design these labels and print them out. So I'm just going to be using my regular inkjet printer, and you already got paper loaded here. And if you're using this printer, the paper goes upside down, and I always on the very first print load 5 of the pieces of label and 1 blank regular piece of paper so that I don't have to go back into the computer and create a new template every time. Next time I'll just take my template, lay it here on my scanner, and then it will copy onto this paper straight from the copy. So one creation and keep it if you like it, how it's working. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the Avery website and see how we find template 5163 and print out these labels. So here we have traveled over to the avery.com website on your internet browser, and we are going to begin by searching the templates and finding template 5163. This is again the 2x4 shipping label. And you can see here that you can start with your own design, upload a design, or let them create something for you. You can also download this template in another format and then create it offline. I do like to create it on their website. It's just easier for me. They do also have some other pre-made templates if you just want to plug things in. But I think that I can do a pretty good job with creating it myself. So you want to already have the images that you're going to place onto your labels on your computer so that you can just click browse for file, select your image, and then it's going to automatically put it here on the label. So move it around to wherever you like to have it. I'm actually in this video creating the labels for braiding hair. So we do also private label braiding hair through our company. So I was thinking I was going to be able to fit 3 labels on one shipping label, but you'll see here that once I started filling in the information about the hair, that there wasn't also enough room for me to put the company information on there. And I realized with braiding hair, sometimes there's hair left over, and since it's synthetic hair, people may not choose to keep it in their satin bags. They might even take the satin bag and put some other human hair in it before putting the braiding hair in it. And so the plastic labels might not always get thrown away, and so I wanted to have my business information on here. So with the Avery website, you can choose different font styles. You can change the colors of your font. You can change the size of your font. You can make it do different spacing and all different types of things. So here you're just seeing me testing out what I thought was going to be the proper way to create the labels, and then you'll see that I decided to go from 3 labels to 2. This is also the same method that I use for my hang tags. So instead of it saying braiding hair, it just has my logo and then my company information underneath. And I create 2 stickers per 2x4, cut them in half, and place a sticker on the front of a hang tag, and then simply fill in the back of the hang tag writing by hand. So again, we're showing all the different types of font that Avery has that you can use. And you'll see here that when you space things out yourself, when you change the font afterwards, it does change the location of where the font is landing, and then you have to realign it. And there's a caution at the bottom that's saying for best results to use don't use spaces, but it's just something that I always do and always have done, so that's what I did. So there's where I found out, only going to be able to get 2 labels on here. And so you'll see here that I create the braiding hair and then a space to write in the color. And when you are typing using the Avery text, then you can copy it. If you are transferring typing from your own design, then you have to upload the image again. So I was able to copy that, and now I'm going to go down at the bottom and put my contact information on here just in case. You just never know. Most labels are going to get thrown in the garbage, but in case they don't, the information is here. So I'll duplicate it on the other side, and then we'll get ready to send things to the printer. And the printer that I use is a simple inkjet. It's a Canon, I think it's MX42. And so I just have the software on my computer that corresponds with my printer and use the regular printer software to print. Don't forget to double check that there are no typos on your labels before you send them to print. Also, I like to save my designs on the Avery website as well as in a PDF format on my computer. Here you'll see me blow it up to 100%. And the reason why I do this is while I'm sitting at my laptop, I can take my hang tags or business cards, whatever actual item that I'm creating, and hold it up to the screen to make sure that everything that I have put on the label is actually going to fit on the item that I'm using in real life. So that 100% will do that for you if you have that item in your hand. The reason why I save it on both your computer and the Avery website, you can create a Avery account and log back into this for years and years on. If your computer should happen to crash, which we don't want to happen, but we know is always a possibility. So it'll be in both places. And also I'm going to, in the video section coming up next, show you an even easier way to make sure that you always have your labels on hand. So that Canon is an MX490 that you're getting ready to see. I said the wrong numbers a few minutes ago. Okay, so you can hear that it is printing the first set of labels. Oh, the second set of labels. I printed one when I hit the button, and that was when I was still in another room. So I had to come downstairs. And so we could see here that we got 2 labels per 2x4. So there's 10 of these labels per paper. And that first set, it had a little bit of doubling. So I printed just one more just to make sure it wasn't gonna double again. Like, let me see. See how that kind of doubled? It didn't do it as bad on these copies. Ew. And I feel like that's not too bad anyway. It's going on the braiding hair just as a sticker. So we're going to print the other pages out. So I'm just doing it on my phone, y'all, instead of copying it on the screen. So we're just going to take 3 more copies. And we're going to hit print. And we'll quickly have the remaining labels. So while that's printing, I'm going to go ahead and grab the braiding hair. And we'll cut out some of these labels and see how it's going to go on. And I ended up one short, so I didn't get my regular paper copy. So we're going to print 1 more copy. And all of our labels are here. The braiding hair is out. I just want to show you this one last copy. So it's coming out, and you see it's just a plain piece of paper, no label. So when I want to create more labels, I will simply pull out labels, load them in the printer, take my plain paper copy, load it onto the scanner, and then choose the scanner button and a color copy. Oh wait, one more thing. Your copy of your labels. Put it right on in this box so you don't ever have to wonder where it is. Just try not to go. Yeah. Okay. Easy breezy. Yes, indeed. So the braiding hair is going to come in these packages. So I'm just going to retape it with some masking tape because I want to fold the hair in half. So I'm going to cut this tape. I'm going to tape this in. Of the hair, fold the hair in half. This way it's going to fit into our customized bag. And then I'm going to fold in the hair down. So now we have our customized labels, and we're going to cut them first. So I'm just going to cut right up the center of this section. And if you want the other edge to be straight, since this edge is straight, we have enough room to do that. So you just cut off that rounded corner. Trying to stay as straight as possible. And then right here, or if you want to put it on the side, since this side is flatter, you can do that. And this is, I should have wrote first. Tip. Write the type of hair color, the hair color in first. So I'm just gonna use a Sharpie. This is 1B 118. Might even be nicer with the pen. But grab what you got, honey. Grab what you got. And get her done. 1B 118. I'm doing the right thing. So 1B 118. And then just follow the same with the other packages of braiding here. So also I use the same method to create my hang tags, and so I'll show you that in just a moment. Get another small piece of tape. And then fold once, fold twice, cut some air out, fold this over. And we have labels created already. So evidently this is a mixed color bag, the 1B 118. But if this was hair color 1, 2, 1B, it may not be as easy to decipher. And the customer might order multiple colors at once and have to hold them up to a light to try and figure out which color it is. You don't want to just send it not labeled. Now you could go the super easy route and go get like some yard sale stickers and just write 1B, 1, 2, and stick it on there and send it out the door. I just think this is a little more professional. It's got your custom design logo on it. It tells you where they can go back and get some more hair, where they can see some of the designs that you've braided up on Instagram, etc., etc. It's gonna do more for your brand. So okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna go through the steps again as to how to create the labels, but I will show you the products that I'm using to create my hang tags really inexpensively, but still have them looking really nice. It's the same method. It's not, of course, going to say braiding hair on it. There's going to be a place on the back of the hang tag to write the hair information, and then it's just going to have mostly the same information on the front. So let's check those out. So while I did not want to show you the hang tags, I did want to show you the bundle wraps. I did pre-design them, and then when I realized it, if I fold these bundle wraps around the hair, the two teardrops are going to be side by side. I didn't want that, so I realized I had to deconstruct it using the Avery website. So I still used the same image. I took off one teardrop, but then when I uploaded the pre-design, it wanted to make one big fat label, and that was too much. I want to get 2 bundle wraps on each 2x4, so I'm going to deconstruct my original design by simply here adding my original I Be Flawless Hair logo twice, one at the top of the label on the left side and one at the bottom. And then I will take my pre-constructed bundle wrap and deconstruct it. So I thought initially I was going to have to use the Avery text box and type in I Be Flawless Hair, and what I realized in doing that is that my bundle wrap was going to be white in the background, and that's not what I wanted. I want a blue bundle wrap. So that's when I decided to go ahead and upload my original design and just use the Avery system to crop the image. So that's what you're going to see me do next. I was having a little bit of trouble with the cropping at one point in time, but then the function did start working correctly. One thing I want to say about cropping an image is be careful not to over crop your image, because you can't pull some of the image back in once you've cropped it down, but you can keep cropping it, make it larger, and then re-crop out whatever you don't want out. So I didn't feel like any other information other than the name of the hair company needed to be on this bundle wrap with the logo design. So I just cropped it down until we had Ivy Flawless hair. And then I had to do the same steps to create the second bundle wrap, even though it looks like I just hit the copy button. You cannot if it's, again, your original design, only if you are using their text. So now we have 2 bundle wraps, and I'm going to use the same print and save procedures as I did on the braiding hair labels, blowing it up to 100% to see what the actual size of it's going to be. And I wasn't for sure it was going to fit around the hair bundle, but indeed it does. So let's go ahead and put everything together now. Okay, so when you receive your hair, it's going to come in your customized satin bag. So I just have 2 bundles in here. And they're going to be plain just like this. These are Brazilian straight 10-inch bundles. So I didn't show you how to create these label tags, but it's the same as when you are doing the braiding hair. You have 2 labels per sheet that you cut in half, and these are the tags that I create. And they're not fancy, but who's keeping these? These are getting thrown in the garbage. So I just handwrite hair type on the back side and length for it to be filled in. So I do have a couple blank ones sitting here. This is the Office Depot brand 500 in the box, and this size is 1 11/16 by 2 3/4 inches. So I created 100 tags. So that means there's 10 of these stickers per sheet. So I used 5 sheets to get 100. Excuse my arms. And on this one, I do have, like my Facebook and telephone and the website information just in case somebody hangs on to it. But for the most part, these are getting thrown away. So it's gonna be also for me printed on the bag that they keep. The telephone number, the website is here, the name of the hair is here. So if they are looking for it, still should be an easy find, and these are going to be kept most likely by people. So we just printed out the labels, and this is a little bit dim. Probably just need to replace my cartridge, but they're good enough. Again, this is getting ripped off and thrown away. So I didn't grab my scissors. So we're going to use the braiding hair cutting scissors today. I'm going to stack those up, move the hair over, and we'll just go ahead and take one of these. We'll cut this label out. And this one got a little bit misaligned, so make sure that your paper is in your machine correctly. Peel it off, and then place it on your hang tag. On the back side, we're writing hair type. And I create 2 lines because we have different classifications of hair and length. So again, we have Brazilian. This is straight. And we have 10 inches. So that's the back side of the hang tag. This is the front side of the hang tag. And you've made them really inexpensively. So you're going to remove your hair from the plastic. slide out your bundle. You're going to take your hang tag right up underneath the weft here and push it through. So now you have a hang tag on your bundle. Then you're going to hang tag on your bundle. Then you're going to take your bundle wraps, cut the two out. Now I'm gonna cut as close to this blue as I can because I really don't want the white showing on mine. So we got that cut out on one end. I'm gonna go right up to the blue on the bottom. And we're gonna cut all the way over because we're gonna use those white edges as our like sticky tab. We only want one of them though. So if you have a white edge over here, there's actually two things you can do. So we'll keep both of them on here and I'm going to show you the way to make it stay stuck on there the best. So now we have our hang tag, our bundle wrap off of the sheet. And we're going to wrap it right around where it's already corded. And now if these are long enough, like these are just gonna meet. So no big deal that the ends are white. You kind of want to cut it straight, but again, getting thrown away. No one's gonna care. And you have that. So if you had a longer sticky sheet of paper and you had the white borders on end, you could do it like they do the kids' bracelets when they go like skating and things like that, how they leave an edge and fold it back over so it's kind of doubled, would secure it a little bit better. But this is perfect for me, and we're gonna do both bundles, and you can wrap them in tissue paper. I don't have any sitting right here right now. Usually I'll place them back in tissue paper and put them in there without the plastic and then get it ready to ship. And usually, you know, with the shorter bundle, you can get this in a priority shipping label easily. And this is if you have the hair delivered to you first. So if you are on my team with Pure Remy and you want to send your hang tags, your bundle wraps, and like some business cards to the warehouse so that they can go in on your orders straight from being drop shipped, contact me and I will give you the address that you can send your information to and get that done. So I hope that you enjoy this tutorial. If you find these tips handy, please like the video below and also subscribe for more tips on how to better brand your hair business, shirt business. These are all good tips for whatever business that you are going into and want to not break your bank before you can make your bank. Thank you for tuning in. I am Miss Indigo Blue and this is I Be Flawless Hair. So please drop a comment below if you found this informational, educational, or if you will use any of these techniques to brand your private label hair. If you have not already chosen a private label company and you would like more information on that, please ring the bell because I am definitely going to have some videos coming up that show you why I chose the company that I chose, the benefits of choosing this company, and as well as how amazing the hair actually is. I would love to help you get started. My email and all other information is down here at the bottom. If you happen to use the techniques that I showed in this video today to amp up the look of your bundles, please tag me on Instagram at IBFlawlessHair. Thank you and see you soon.